What's up, guys? Welcome to this issue of Motive Quick Drive. In this episode, we are driving the Lexus GSF. But before we talk about it, listen to this. Oh yeah, I love the sound of this thing. And you know what? Have a listen. Oh man, I love the sound of that thing. The sound of a Lexus GSF is rather addictive. It's probably one of my favourite sounding V8s out there. It's just got more of a technical, I don't know, more of a technical industrial sound to it compared to, say, an LS Commodore or something like that. It's yeah, it's a good sounding thing. So why are we in a Lexus GSF? Well, the guys from Lexus decided to lend us the car so we could take it to the Forza Horizon 3 launch, but they gave us a week early so we could enjoy it. It'd be pretty rude not to talk about it. I had a Lexus RCF that we reviewed in full about 12 months ago, and it still ranks as one of my favourite cars I've ever driven, to be honest. And the reason for that is not because it's the fastest thing out there, it's just fun. Toyota's gotten very good, it seems, at engineering fun into a car. Now everyone goes on about numbers and lap times and all that crap, but let's face it, 95% of buyers can't even drive the car to its full potential because they're not a professional racing driver. And you also spend, what, 99.7% of your time driving around the city in traffic, so you never get to unleash it anyway. So how the car makes you feel on a daily basis and how fast it is for an average person on an average road is probably more important, and that's where the Lexus RCF really excelled, and I'm hoping it's a bit of the same in the Lexus GSF. Does it feel fast enough to enjoy? Yep. Is it fun? Yep. Then it's all good. So I'm hoping the Lexus GSF is as much fun as the RCF. Now, essentially, you could call a GSF a four-door RCF. Same engine, same running gear pretty much. A lot of the trim inside is very similar. This thing I'm pretty sure might be slightly longer, but there is GS suspension components and body stuff in the RCF, so they should be fairly similar. I don't know every last detail, so please, YouTube, settle down, don't worry about it. Who cares? Alright, if I want to find out every last nerdy detail, I can research it, but right now, I just want to see if it's fun to drive. So I've been driving around it now for 24 hours, it's seen plenty of freeway time, it's seen Sydney traffic, and you know what? It's luxurious, it's nice to look at inside, it's comfortable, it's a good place to be. Now, one of my favourite things about this car is the split personality. Drive it in normal mode, and it's a luxury car. A very nice, opulent luxury car, but put it into Sport Plus, I prefer manual mode, and let's go. Little wiggle of the tail, and it is a fun car to drive. Now down here is a button that lets you put it into either standard, track or slalom mode. Slalom is more low speed stability stuff, tracks is obviously higher speed, so if you're at a track day. I don't think you really need it on the road. Stability control doesn't really need to be turned off because if you're driving it that hard, you're probably finding its weaknesses anyway. And I will say this, they're heavy and they're big, and their weaknesses do show up at the track, but like I said before, well, you're not always driving at the track, so who cares? All that matters is, does it handle well enough to feel comfortable and fun when you're driving at, 8/10 or so on the road, and yeah, it's pretty good. And that leads me to talk about one thing I like about the Lexus over cheaper rivals, and that is it feels a lot sharper. So for example, a Chrysler 300C and a HSV GTS, they're pretty good things, but this thing just feels that little bit sharper, a little bit more precise to drive flat out through the twisties. The audio visual system and the entertainment, all that sort of, whatever you want to call it, everyone's got a different name. It's a little bit clumsy in this car, but it's, you know what, doesn't worry me too much, it's fine. So what about the looks? Well, I think it looks pretty gangster. It's a little bit clumsier looks-wise. Oh look, some road to go fast! Woo! Listen to that sound! Man, that is a good sounding car. And the brakes, I'm gonna hurt myself. Watch this. Damn. Okay, this might be a heavy car, but it stops pretty good. The question of whether you'd buy this instead of its rivals for the same or similar money, I'm not going to answer that because, well, I can't afford this car. So what right have I got to say if it's worth it? I know internet, I know they're different underneath, I know there's probably wheelbase differences and some suspension in the front different, etc. But there is a lot of stuff similar between the GSF and the RCF. The engine's the same, and essentially to a normal person, you're looking at a 2-door version and a 4-door version of pretty much the same car. Let's face it, similar money, same features, same engine, 4-door, 2-door, take your pick, man. So Motive Quick Drive isn't all about reviewing every car and comparing them down to the nth degree. It's about enjoying cars. And this car, I enjoy. Now, would you choose this or the Lexus RCF? Well, that really depends on what you need to put in the back. If you need to put newborn baby in the back or teenagers or your mates, don't worry about them, yeah, you need the GSF. But personally, I prefer the RCF. I think it looks better. It's just gangster. And I've got a 4-year-old, so she fits in the back of an RCF. So I would pick the RCF personally. But if you need the extra space, well, you get the GSF. See? Fun.
Reward and when you don't be scared now.